Journey Through Parenthood with Martina Bills.
Brought to you by Southern Ohio Medical Center. Very good things are happening here.
This year's been very strange.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. I'm Martina Bills. Thanks for joining us here on the WSAZ Now desk for Journey Through Parenthood. Today we are talking about preparing for the final month of high school if you have a senior in high school in your house. This is a fun time, but it can be stressful waiting on those college applications and the financial aid applications. So I'm talking to Jamie Dickinson. She's an educational consultant with her own company in Charleston about what you need to be doing now to prepare for this last month of high school.
This year's been very strange because the FAFSA form has been such a hot mess, which stands for the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. So usually May 1st is the date that students have to decide where they're going to in the fall. But a lot of universities this year are extending it to May 15th, even later than that, to give people time to see their financial aid offers. So the problem with the class of 2024 this year is they haven't had a chance to see financial aid offers. We are just now seeing them come out. So we're running a little bit late with the seniors. So part of what seniors need to do is to go in and check their FAFSA form if you go to studentaid.gov and make sure that the form has processed. Mm-hmm. Now, if it has processed, then they can count on the fact that they should be getting a financial aid offer soon. But it's very difficult for seniors to choose where they're going to go to college when they have no idea about the money. So I think that for right now, seniors should be logging into their portals. That's another thing that the universities are doing now, are giving kids portals that they have to log into to see what they need and what's missing. And, for teenagers, that's pretty difficult. So if I were the parents, I'd be like, okay, where are your portals? Let's log in. What are they missing? What are they offered? And then a lot of people don't understand that if the universities do make you an offer, you have to accept it. So there's a place that you go in there where you accept it, decline it, whatever it is. And so right now, I think the seniors need to be definitely checking the portals of the universities they've applied to.
Well, Jamie, walk me through that right there, because you said that, they have to accept or decline that offer. But if the financial aid is still up in the air, what kind of time frame are we looking at for the accepting or denying an offer from a university versus waiting on the student aid?
Gosh, it's going to be the timeline. We have no idea. I mean, I feel so bad for the financial aid officers at these universities. It's just got to be a nightmare of a life right now. And it has been since October. I mean, just trust me.
Yeah.
While the kids think it's bad for them, it's just been a complete nightmare for the universities. So, but they're going to have to they're going to have to get their financial aid offers here in the next couple of weeks, because I don't know how they can go much further than that. But a lot of times people want to negotiate their aid to see if, they want one university's giving them something better than the other. And, money is such a major issue in families, especially in divorced families. Gosh, when you've got divorced families, because, usually there's no, there's nothing in divorce decrees that says who's going to pay for college. So sometimes it gets very cantankerous when you have divorced parents about who's going to pay and all that stuff. So it's a very stressful time for students and seniors, and you got graduation. But a lot of times what happens is parents and kids get so caught up in graduation that they forget to go back and check their financial aid for their money. So, I mean, hopefully within the next week or two, we're going to know all of their offers. Now, here's another thing, Martina. A lot of people can't read their financial aid offers. I have people call me and go, we got a full ride. I'm like, no, half that's loans. You gotta make sure you read. You gotta make sure you know what you're reading. So just being able to read your financial aid offer is something that people need to take the time to do as well.
And, Jamie, when you're dealing with these kind of families who they're making these huge decisions, not only it's life-changing for their families, their children, but also financing these kind of decisions. I know that it may be overwhelming right now with these deadlines coming up, but how would you say to put some people's mind at ease that, eventually it will be okay, and come the fall semester, wherever their child's destined to be, it will work out?
I mean, we're talking about people's money and their kids, like what could be more stressful. And when you look at the fact that it's $25,000 now, cost of attendance in state, Marshall WVU times 4 years, you're looking at a $100,000 decision. And a lot of people think that Promise takes care of all that. And the Promise Scholarship only takes care of, $20,800 of it. So you're still going to have a whole lot of money left over. And then I'll have people say, well, my student has to take out the loans. Well, the federal government's only going to loan the student $5,500 the first year with a maximum of about 25. But the good news is the federal government will loan the parents the PLUS loan, which stands for Parent Loan to Undergraduate Students, for the remaining balance. So truly, parents can put their kids in college with not 1 cent out of their pocket. But it will be a parent loan that is amortized over 10 years. And I mean, the interest is tax deductible up to a certain income limit. But, we're just going to have to face the fact that college is so expensive and loans are going to be a big part of it. But you really can't look at an education loan as an expense. You have to look at it as an investment. You're investing in your child's future. Mm-hmm. And so, if you do put $80,000 in it, you're investing in a machine that's hopefully going to generate income for the next 60 years. So it's more of an investment than an expense, as long as the kids can stay in school. When they drop out of school, then it becomes an expense.
So Jamie Dickinson, the educational consultant we've talked to before here on Journey Through Parenthood, she's in Charleston. I'll show you her website and information here in just a moment, but she said right now, if you have a high school senior in your class coming up on that graduation date, I know there's a lot going on as they finish their high school career, but they need to be getting, if they're applying for colleges, they need to be clicking into the portal from those universities to accept or decline their offers, and also logging into the FAFSA website to make sure they see if their forms have processed. She said that is the key, because if the form hasn't processed, it's not getting through there. So a lot of information from Jamie Dickinson. I know this is a stressful time for high school seniors with graduation, but also making sure their college plans are in place, and an expensive decision for families. And Jamie says use it, think of it as an investment in your child's future when you're thinking about paying for college and taking out loans and financial aid, and therefore. So over on Jamie Dickinson's website, jamiedickinson.com, she shares all kinds of information on how you can get in touch with her, what kind of sessions she has, fee schedules, workshops. So she's always a good go-to person when I talk educational topics on this for the secondary education kids, on how to get into college, how to stay in college, how to pay for college. So we are focusing today on if you have seniors in your house and what they need to be doing as their college or as their high school career winds down in just a matter of weeks. So we also talked to her about what to do if you have a high school junior right now, because this semester is the semester that those grades are going to be sent to those colleges in the admissions process. So a lot to focus on as well if you have a junior in your house. So Jamie, we appreciate you talking to us here on Journey Through Parenthood, and we will bring you the segment we did with her on the high school juniors here in the next few weeks. And if you want to reach out to me on social media, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, which is now known as X. You can send me your story ideas, and maybe I'll feature one right here on the WSAZ Now Desk and Journey Through Parenthood. We're here every Monday and Wednesday at 10 a.m. Enjoy that sunshine.